Yun. Let me pin this message. Yay! Ayan. Oh! Grabe, may first honor agad. Sige. Hello, Gail. Ay, ayan na. Good evening, good evening. Hold on. Okay. Yes, baby. Evening. Okay, let me just send this. Okay. Hi, good evening, good evening. Sandali share natin lang yung live video. Oops, sandali. Ayan, okay. Hi, good evening. Wow! Napakaaga naman. Hello, good evening. So, wow! Hello, Charlotte. Good evening. I'm your angel. Good evening. Ayan, good evening. Si Aliyah din. Good evening. Good evening. Siyempre naman, all the way from Sweden. Thank you, thank you. Kanina lang kausap kita. Julia, good evening din. Good evening. Okay, sige. Share lang natin yung live video. Yan ang gusto ko sa inyo, napakamaagap. Nagsisimula na kaagad mag-fill in ang ating mga messages in our inbox. So go ahead and send in your questions. Okay, hold on. Share ko lang to. Yan, okay. Okay. Yun. Yan, okay. Good evening, everybody. Yan. Welcome, welcome. It's the last day of the month. And I hope you also received a huge blessing today dahil maganda ang energy natin for today. Medyo mainit lang, no? Medyo mainit lang ang energy, pero maraming blessing kasi napaka-busy, no? Pero ang mahalaga, maraming blessing pa rin no matter what. Ay, my mom is watching. Hello, good evening, Mama. Thank you for joining again. I love you. Wow! Nakita ko na naman yung napakagandang username ni Emerald Dweller. Hello, hello, hello. Pwede po mag-ask. Of course, pwede. Pero syempre, sa lahat po ng gusto mag-participate for tonight's session, let's refrain from posting our questions here in our comment section para po lahat po ng mga magtatanong and magpa-participate in our tonight session, we will maintain the privacy and hindi po tayo, wala po tayong opportunity na mabunyag ang ating mga personal na pinagdadaanan. That's practically one of the reasons why I'd prefer na if you have questions and you would want to participate, you send a private message in our Facebook page para din to sa security ng lahat ng gusto mag-participate. You wouldn't really know, syempre kung may kakilala rin tayo na nanonood or na nanonood and nakita yung ating mga queries kapag nandito sa comment section, para din to sa ating protection lahat. Okay? So if you would want to participate for tonight, okay lang magtanong, mag-participate tayo. I've already keyed in the guidelines for tonight. So if you would want to participate, nakalagay sa ating comment section yung pinned post natin for our guidelines for tonight. Libre lang magtanong. And in a short while, magsisimula na po tayo. And wow, nakita ko yung 444. So syempre, ayan, Si Gail kanina yung first honor. Gail kanina anong tawag dito, hindi pa nga ako ano, naka-standby lang ako ng live. Nakita ko nag-comment ka na kaagad diyan. Nakikita mo ba ako kanina? Nakaupo lang ako dito, 'yan. Hello, hello, I'm your angel. Good evening sa inyo. So, by the way, I'm officially announcing dahil tonight is sabi ko nga it's the last day of the month and syempre it's gonna be our second month ng ating monthly raffle. So please stay tuned sa lahat ng mga gustong makahabol and because after our session for tonight, we're gonna do our live draw ang winners natin for the month of November because starting this weekend, we are gonna have new sets of workshops again for everybody. So stay tuned because I'm feeling very, very generous for tonight. So magdadagdag tayo ng mga prizes sa lahat ng mga participants natin, okay? So lahat po na nakapag-participate and nakasali ng mga live sessions natin, for the whole month of November, lahat kayo, you have an equal chance for us to win prizes, workshop classes, most especially itong weekend class natin. Medyo jam-packed ang December natin because we planned it specifically para may panahon pa rin tayo to all focus on our holiday season. So we're gonna have only 3 weekends for our workshops, but definitely this weekend we're gonna have 3 workshops. So we will have eclectic magic and crystal work for modern living and emotional healing for this weekend. So lahat po ng mga sasali for today's session, kasali pa rin kayo. Lahat ng mga entries ninyo will be included and later we're gonna have our official draw para naman sa mga participants natin. Okay? So, nag-message na po ako. Very good. Very good. Okay. Natsuki, okay. Sige. Akong bahala dyan. Basta, paalala lang sa lahat ng mga gusto mag-participate, syempre, make sure that you are able to share our live video. Madali lang naman instructions natin. If you want to participate for tonight, libre lang magtanong, just share the live video and then take a screenshot of that and then please send in our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky, and then you can ask your questions there. Just please make sure na very specific po ang mga questions natin. This is a very good reminder. If you have questions, please make sure na specific yung tanong natin. By the way, if you're going to be asking about relationships or love life, please indicate if you are in a relationship or if you're single. Kasi pwede rin tayo maging matchmaker dito. baka naman may mga participants din tayo ay nanonood na viewers natin na naghahanap din ng mga ka-date. Masyadong maaga for the Valentine's para makahabol naman sa December. Magandang blessing 'yan. Okay. So, sige, simulan na natin yung session natin for tonight dahil ang daming tumutunog na ang dami na gusto mag-participate sa ating session for tonight. So, simulan na natin yung session natin. So, here in Reiki with Marky, hindi tayo magsisimula ng kahit anong sessions without saying a little prayer. I am a practicing Hindu. I will be saying or chanting or singing my prayers in Hindu. And I highly encourage, no matter which religion or belief system you're following, to join me in prayer. And let's all gather in God's name and let's all pray for guidance, wisdom, and protection for our tonight's session. Okay? Simulan na natin. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Wow! Okay, good evening. Sana naramdaman niyo rin ang napaka-solemn and napakaganda ng energy ng prayer na 'yun. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to your official Tuesday night habit. This is Tarot Tuesdays. And here in Tarot Tuesdays, we provide free tarot reading for everybody. So kung may katanungan tayo, any questions about your love life, yung career natin, and syempre, pinaka-importante, yung health natin, sagot ko yan. Libre lamang po magtanong here with Reiki with Marky. Ang kailangan lang po is sundin natin ang napaka-easy na guidelines. Simply share our live video. Pag-share na live video, let's take a screenshot and then pakisend lang po yung screenshot in our official Facebook page at Everyday Reiki with Marky. So sa mga magpa-participate po ngayon, lahat po ng mga katanungan nyo, yung mga questions, any questions about your love life, yung career natin, and syempre yung health natin, kung ang tanong natin is saan ko binabase ang mga possibilities na nakikita natin or yung mga reading na ibibigay natin sa mga magpa-participate. Ang ibabase po natin sa mga readings natin will be according to your energy. Kung sino magtatanong, energy ninyo ang aking babasahin. And what are the elements included in our energy? Lahat ng current thoughts, decisions, and yung actions natin. Once we start taking action, lahat po ng mga actions natin, it will now be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. Now, in the Christian or the Catholic faith, we call it the Golden Rule. For us Hindus, we call it the law of karma, or simply science calls it Newton's third law of motion. In every action, there's always going to be equal or unequal action-reaction. Now, syempre, kung ano man po ang mga katanungan natin ngayon, syempre, ang nagiging ending lang naman yan, ang gusto nating malaman, is it going to be favorable or not favorable? Sa lahat ng mga katanungan natin, if ang mga lalabas sa cards natin ay favorable, then very good. Pwede pa natin itong pagandahin by improving our thoughts, decisions, and actions. Now, kung sakasakali naman na hindi masyadong favorable, may mga konting warning tayo, huwag naman tayong matatakot dahil all we need to do, importante pa rin maraman natin kung anong energy natin dahil all we need to do is to shift our thoughts, decisions, and actions and malaking-malaki ang possibility na kung ano man warning ang mga nakita natin, it will definitely improve. Now, syempre, sa mga ibang magtatanong na ang katanungan naman imbis na, kung halimbawa, ikaw ang magtatanong pero ang sagot, imbis na hahanapin ko sa sarili mong energy, it will entail na hahanapin ko sa ibang tao ang energy. Now, just in case na that happens and walang awareness yung pagtitignan ko ng energy na gagawin ko, ang paghahanapin ko ang energy sa kanila, it will be a case of overstepping or simply it's a case of invasion of privacy. And meron kasing karma yun. Ang karma hindi yun mapupunta sa nagtanong kundi sa sumagot. Alam nyo na. Okay? So, syempre, do not hold back pa rin with your questions, especially kung ang questions natin ay involving mga relationships. May paraan naman para maitanong natin to na walang karma. All we need to do, kung sino man ang mga persons involved in the situation or the experience, hahati-hatiin lang natin ng inyong mga energy. And then, pag nahati na natin ng energy, pwede na natin itanong. However, meron lang po tayong napaka-strict na disclaimer. Okay? Remember, ang kaya lang po nating energy ang makontrol ay ang sarili nating energy. That means even at the very end of our session, and then yung kasama dun sa equation o dun sa tinanong natin, pag nagbago yung thoughts, decisions, and actions nila, malaking factor na pwedeng mabago din yung outcome nung initial na nabasa natin. So therefore, ang pinaka-accurate na energy na mababasa natin ay patungkol lamang sa inyo na magpa-participate in our tonight session. Now, in our Tarot Tuesdays, we've leveled up our questions. I mean, the way we're going to read your energies. We're gonna be using, again, this is gonna be the last time that we're gonna be featuring this featured tarot deck for the month. This is Golden Tarot of the Czar. We're gonna be using a different tarot deck sa ating next session next week. And sa Sunday, by the way, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading every Sunday, this is our recorded content. We provide the weekly energy. Maganda ang energy natin this week. It's a manifestation energy, but at the same time, may mga warnings din tayo. Syempre, hindi naman pwedeng wala tayong matututunan. So therefore, magandang energy of the week. Pero as we become very, very mindful sa mga energies natin, it allows us to keep learning more. So after this session, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, panoorin po natin ang ating weekly tarot reading. Now, may dalawang klase ng mga cards na pwede tayong mabunot in our session for today. Major cards and minor cards. Kapag ang mga questions natin, nakakabunot tayo ng cards na major cards, ibig sabihin, it's gonna be a very clear blessing, pwede ring warning, pero kung minor cards, hindi naman ibig sabihin maganda, yung mga tatrabahuin lang tayo for us to improve yung manifestation ng mga blessings natin. 3 baraha ang bubunutin natin sa lahat na magpa-participate, which is very in-depth. Unlike before, when we started Tarot Tuesdays, just last March, this year, isang card lang laging binubunot natin. That means, pag isang card ang bubunutin natin, kung ano man ang katanungan nyo, ang isasagot ko is kung ano ang pinaka-possibility or kung saan ang pahantungan ng ating energy. What's different when we get 3 cards instead of just 1 is that makikita natin kung ano ang past energy natin. Makikita rin natin kung anong current energy at kung saan papunta ang ating mga energies. This will definitely very in-depth for us. Now, sa lahat na magpa-participate para equal ang chances ng mga, syempre, alam ko, ang dami na nga nag-participate. So, para man equal ang chances natin and as much as we can, masagot lahat ng mga katanungan, we will only answer 1 question at a time. First come, first serve basis po tayo. Now, just in case, maubos yung oras natin and, maubos yung questions, pero marami pa tayong time, we will do a run-through with the other questions that you may have. Also, ang reminder ko na naman sa lahat ng mga viewers and subscribers natin who are watching for tonight, again, you are all entitled to join our raffle draw because tonight, before we end our session, we're gonna do our live draw ng ating November winners ng ating raffle draw for this month. So sit back, relax, and make sure na you participate really well. And lahat na nanonood ngayon, pwede pa kayong humabol, syempre. So make sure na our session will be meaningful and trusting na lahat-lahat, kahit naman po hindi tayo makapag-participate ngayon, dahil napakadami na ng pila natin, rest assured na lahat ng guidance na minibigay natin, this is something that everybody can relate to, no matter if this is something that may be familiar dahil nangyayari sa buhay natin or maybe nangyari in the past. At kung hindi pa nangyayari sa atin, at least we are geared, we are equipped. If we encounter the same situation in the future, we know we have better tools to use. So, simulan na natin ang session natin for tonight. Sabi ko nga, napaka-exciting. So, daming nag-aabang. Okay, so bilisan na natin para marami tayong masagot for tonight. Okay, so, sabi ko nga, if you're new here, welcome po. If you would want to participate, marami pa tayong time, check lang natin yung pin po so that we can participate in our session for tonight. So, here we go. Okay, ayan. Oh, very good. Ayun naman. Okay. Sige. Ayan, okay. Okay. So, yan. So, kung ang mga questions natin, again, remember to be very specific with your questions. Kung ang question natin is about love life, please indicate if we are in a relationship or if we are single para mas direct yung mga answers natin. By the way, I want to say hi muna to everybody. Okay. I thank you naman, Aliyah. Thank you for sharing. Chela, i-secret natin yung mga tanong. I-message mo ako, mag-send ka ng message sa ano natin. Gigi, hello, good evening din sa'yo, Gigi. Maraming salamat. Okay, so ito na yung ating first participant natin. By the way, yung first participant natin ay, nagiging suki na tong first participant natin. Okay, sige. Ang question ay for love life. So tingnan natin. First question natin ay for love life. By the way, alam mo ba, last week, kung nandito rin kayo last week, grabe lahat ng katanungan ay puro career. Wala nagtanong kahit love life man lang or health. Puro career ang focus natin. Pero naiintindihan ko yan. Especially na ang dami nating plans, syempre for the holidays. So maigi rin yung mga ganyang katanungan natin. Pero syempre, at least ito, yung first question natin ay Love life. Sige, tingnan natin. So, 3 cards para sa'yo. Tingnan natin ang ating first participant. Love life. Tingnan natin ang energy for the love life of our participant. And single, yung ating participant. So, tingnan natin. I-stretch natin ng konti for teka, tingnan natin yung timeline nito, pwede ko may offer. Hanggang 2022, tingnan natin para total, isang buwan na lang, magti-2022 na. Tingnan natin ang energy ng love life for 2022. Okay? Tingnan natin. Okay, here is your first card. Uy, dalawa kagad. Sige, that's considered as our first card. Okay, tingnan natin ang ating second card. And ito naman yung third card. Okay. So by the way, kapag bubunot tayo ng cards natin, the more major cards we get, the more idea na alam natin na we're manifesting the blessings. Okay? So, here is your first set of cards. Tingnan natin. Okay. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, there are 4 cards. There are 4 cards here. And the first set of cards is considered just as one, pero yung second card natin, nandun yung major card. Oh, okay. Okay, sige. So, ang question natin for love life, since our first participant is single, and sinabi ko nga, I did the full stretch hanggang 2022. Kumbaga, anong energy ng 2022 natin? Now, the first card is what the past energy is about. And these are the cards na nakuha ko sa iyo that are just combined as one. Napaka-meaningful and napaka-literal ng mga cards natin. So, we have 8 of Cups and we have 2 of Cups. Okay? So, here is how the 8 of Cups look like. And this is the 2 of... Naku, napaka-meaningful. Tingnan mo naman. Okay. Tingnan mo itsura ng card na yan. Napaka-literal. Okay. So this card, if this is something that is included in your past, so medyo obvious, no? So may pinanggalingan tayong may pinanggalingan tayong relationship that we still need to process many things. And primarily, if I'm saying processing things, I'm primarily talking about the trust issues that have happened in the past. The trust issues that may have manifested a lot of pain and suffering, a lot of questioning, a lot of self-doubt, but most especially, nadamay din natin yung how we primarily see and appreciate ourselves. In simple terms, I'm referring to our self-esteem. There is a lot of opportunity where we felt a little different because of the experiences with the relationship. We literally felt less. We literally felt like yung experience na yon, dapat yung pag-ibig or the love experience will bring out the best of you. But when the relationship ended in the past, it did the total opposite after that. And I want you to know that this is really a good lesson that you have to process first. And I will tell you later why. Because one of the things that especially this card, it really tells a lot of stories. And every single time kasi we get cups in our tarot cards, it will always, it can be 2 things, no? It can be a form of celebration or it can be a form of emotions. Okay, these are all emotions. Okay, there are celebrations, but most of it, in the end, it all resonated about emotions. What kind of emotions? I feel that there are opportunities of, sabi ko nga, the lessons mostly resonates the trust issues, and then it gave a negative effect after the relationship had ended. Now I want you to know, I know there are a lot of lessons in the past na you would, sabi ko nga you would need, I say it's a need. It's a need for us to process. And when I say you need to process, little by little, as you are processing this, as you're going through your life, I want you to allot a time of your day to process kung ano man ang nangyari in the past. Because, sabi ko nga, maraming opportunity ng learning. And hindi lang yung naging tingin mo sa sarili mo. But also, I want you to process, I want you to slowly and gradually start looking at the opportunities na meron tayong confrontation, yung mga times na meron tayong mga arguments, and how it transpired while it was happening during that time. Because napakarami mo matututunan doon. And I'm sure that there are a lot of times that there were a lot of tendencies that you felt a little too paranoid because of the situation, because there was trauma, but there was a lot of lack of trust. The lack of trust is really what one of the main triggers. And then in the end, we even after the relationship ended, even if it would have been considered as closure, it would have been considered as as the relationship ended, you may have felt like a chapter of your life is already closed because tapos na siya. But I'm telling you, we just don't close books without learning lessons, because the least thing you would want to happen is when you process this tapos sinara mo lang siya without learning it. I'm telling you, a lesson is given to us for a good reason. Hindi lang to para ma-experience. The lesson is there for us to learn from it. When we learn and when we genuinely learn, this allows us to be better in our future. Kasi imagine mo, I'm telling you, not just you, but all relationships, not just romantic relationships, any form of relationships, one of the strongest foundations should be trust. And I believe everybody will agree on that. A relationship that is built with a solid foundation of trust allows no matter what situation to unfold to make it stronger by learning together because there's so much trust. And I'm telling you, with the first set of cards, it's really telling us na if hindi natin to na-address, or if we don't have the courage at least to little by little take a look at it, it's bound to happen again. And the least thing you would want to tell yourself is that, ay, eto na naman ako sa sitwasyon. Now I'm seeing myself a little too different again. And I'm really trying to see myself less. Na I'm appreciating myself less. Now I've turned into this person na hindi lang paranoid, but ibang-iba na yung tingin sa sarili ko. Okay? Now, the second card is the major card, which is the strength card, which is a very important card. And that's the same reason why I wanted you to learn first. I wanted you to gradually take a look of these situations. Dahil if we don't learn from it, there will be people who will come into your life by next year na that you will see some patterns, because it all starts with patterns. The patterns become cycles. The cycles can become vicious cycles. And I'm telling you, there's a huge tendency that when you get to put yourself out there and you start to consider love again, and then you will get to meet people. And then when you start seeing the patterns, the first thing that you may feel is trauma, because you will be brought doon sa experiences in the past, because you know how to see patterns. And then maglalaro yun sa I've seen that. I've seen that before. I've experienced that before. Alam ko na yan. Ayoko na. There's nothing wrong with that, because our mind will always protect us in every situation through presenting us with those memories. The memories, the experiences that we've directly experienced, yun yung ibibigay sa atin ng mind natin. But at the same time, remember, it can be limiting. It can be very limiting, because I want you to know, and I'm saying the same thing for everybody else, no matter what experiences or trauma we have experienced in the past, if the people we've experienced in the past are not in your present anymore, I want to tell you that not every single person that you will meet in the future will be the same. There may be similar patterns, yes. There may be similarities, familiarity with the situation. Lalo na kung halimbawa when we're also attracted to a specific type of person. Of course, it's bound to happen because of the certain patterns. Because again, if we are attracted to a specific type of person, it also comes with that. You will definitely see patterns. And when you do, sabi ko nga, not every single person that you will meet in the future will be the same. May it be familiar, may they present a little pattern, may you feel that it's bound to end up in the same situation. I'm telling you, it will be limiting. Paano kung yung taong yun na pala talaga yung para sa atin, pero hindi natin nabigyan ng chance, because sa unang tingin pa lang natin, nagkaroon na tayo ng bias, nagkaroon na tayo ng judgments, because there was trauma in the past na hindi natin na-address. Sabi ko nga, in the end, this is going to remind you, ito, tinan mo, napakaganda ng ending natin. We have your last card, which is gonna be the outcome card. This is the Two of Pentacles. Now, here's the thing. Kung ang question natin ay love, which is the first two cards have resonated well, because perfect. Kapag ang question natin is concerning love and then the emotions are there, that's really good. But in the end, tapos when you get Pentacles, this is the symbol of abundance. There is an opportunity here that if we tend to become very limiting with ourselves, if we tend to also put a certain limit to our expectations because of the trauma we've experienced in the past, there's a huge tendency that majority of the energies will be drawn towards career. It's not bad. It's not bad. But there is also a fair reason why you are asking for a love question. One way or another, this is a part of you that you would want not just to fulfill, but to address. But sabi ko nga, Walang masama in feeling or experiencing love. Pero it may be love right now, but I'm telling you, any aspect of our life, kinakailangan nating matuto. Right now, as you are enjoying your single blessedness, that's a word there, single blessedness. It's a very strong word, not because you are alone. You're blessed to do many things on your own, to have the time, you have the luxury of the time on your own to do anything and everything that you wish without thinking on considering anybody else's thoughts or any without any conditions. There are many blessings. There are many blessings, most especially when you are also single. One of the things that you can do as you are single waiting for the perfect opportunity is to make sure that you are also the one for the person that you're aiming for. Dahil it's easy for us to pray to God na, Lord, ipadala nyo na yung the one. Padala nyo na yung the one with the ideals, with the sets of ideals, with the sets of characteristics or the sets of mga what do you call this, sets of traits that I would want the person to possess. Pero we are forgetting na dapat tayo din, we are doing whatever it takes para yung nagdadasal din kay God, equally para ma-meet tayo, ma-meet din yung mga qualities and expectations na gusto rin nila sa isang tao. It goes both ways. Hindi fair yung hindi fair yung we are only praying for God to give yung the one for us without taking the necessary improvements sa sarili natin. Because remember, hindi porke na-meet na natin yung the one, hindi na natin tatrabahuhin. Lahat yan tinatrabaho. So long as we live, lahat ng ginagawa ng aspeto ng buhay natin, tinatrabaho natin yan. We equally exert all the efforts that we have because again, we are growing love. Wala namang talagang autopilot when it comes to things na parang you can set everything on autopilot and you're expecting everything to work and function on its own, grow on its own without your efforts. Tandaan, even airplanes may have autopilots, but in the end, the pilots still need to navigate through everything. You still are very much in charge of your life. So I want you to know, with the cards that unfolded for you, especially for your love life next year, walang masama dito. Walang masama with these sets of cards. But the important thing is take the time. Take the time for you to process the learning. Because the least thing you would want to happen is that in the end, dahil kahit gusto mo na, pero hindi pa din natin natututunan ang kailangan natin matutunan. And binigay na ni God yung ating the one because it's meant to be given at the divine timing, pero hindi natin natrabaho ng maigi, we may have lost an opportunity. And in the end, you're gonna have to go through several vicious cycles. And in the end, baka year after year, parang ganito yung lalabas sa atin. So perfect opportunity to learn. Okay? My say, when you process this, most especially in your alone time, I want you to be very gentle with yourself. I know in the past napaka-traumatic ng experience, pero little by little, gusto kong balikan mo siya with so much courage because you are wanting to learn for yourself. Because you love yourself more than anything else. So, para sa question na ito, when you get to learn and you get to process this, baka mamaya maisip mo, and as you go through this, and I've gone through the same journey as well. In the end, naisip ko, why am I looking for love elsewhere? Why am I looking for happiness elsewhere? Why do I need to declare na I need to be with someone for me to feel complete? When we always tell that we are incomplete just because there's no one that fills in the love that we feel can be given by others, we always tend to measure ourselves less. Kaya lumiliit ang tingin natin sa sarili natin. My say, focus on yourself. Focus on growing the love from within. Only then shall you find true happiness. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Good evening, everyone. If you're new here, welcome po. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. And welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Kung gusto niyo mag-participate, libre lang. Magtanong dito. Kailangan lang natin mag-send, share yung live video, take a screenshot, and then send it to our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. Yan. Thank you po. Trueness. Trueness. Very cute nun. Okay. Sige. Ay, wala pa pala. Next na tayo. Next question na tayo. Okay. Sa ating next participant, here we go. Okay. Next participant natin. Okay. Wow. Okay. In what aspect? Okay. So, may next participant na tayo dito kaya lang ang anong tawag dito, ang question kasi, "What's in store for me this 2022?" Ayan, career and love life. Okay, so you have 2 questions pero unahin muna natin yung first question mo because yun yung una mo nasabi. Let's take a look at your career. Take a look at your career for 2022. Okay? And then kapag naubos na yung queue natin and marami pa tayong time, we will go back to your other question. Okay? Unahin muna natin yung first question natin for career. I will get 3 cards for you. Tingnan natin ang career natin for 2022. Here we go. Okay, first card. Here is your second card. And your third card is... Yan. Okay? Tingnan natin. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. You have one major card. This is really promising. Okay. So this is really a very good reminder, not just for you, but for everybody as well. And you know what? I teach this. Anything that you experience here in our YouTube channel, Reiki with Marky is always on a monthly basis. We have workshops to teach everything that we are sharing here. Most especially intuitive tarot reading. Once a month, I teach this class. Sobrang dali lang. It's just one day class lang yun. You'll be surprised na in one day matututunan nyo na siya lahat. The class itself is built to activate, strengthen, and to fully activate your intuition. And maraming exercises included in our workshop so that kada exercise niya na-activate yung intuition natin. Wala kang kakabisaduhin. Wala kang kakabisaduhin. And that's the beauty of intuitive reading. Ang pinaka magiging gift nung class na yun is to activate your intuition. And alam mo, lagi ko 'to sinasabi, especially kung suki na kayo here in our channel. Every time that I show you the cards, kahit hindi pa ako magbibigay ng ng direction kung ano man, pag pinakita ko pa lang yung cards, ang dami-dami niyo na makukuha. And this is the first card. We have the Five of Cups for our first card, and this resonates the energy of the past. So here is our Five of Cups for our first card. This is the energy of the past. And when we talk about, syempre, kung ang career ang question natin, ang pinakamagandang symbol, maganda na mga possible energies na makuha natin will be mga pentacles so that makakakuha tayo ng idea na, it's doing well. We're manifesting really great blessings. But we have cups here. Now, cups can mean two things. Sabi ko nga, parang sa first participant natin, it can be emotions. It can also be a celebration. But depending on how this will appear doon sa ating cards, depending on the imagery, it will indicate what kind of energy it is. And right now, in the past card, actually it's half and half. Half celebration, but more often than not, there are many emotions involved, especially yung past energy natin. And because tinan mo yung imagery ng ano natin, and this is the Five of Cups again. In this imagery, I know in the past, there are a lot of push and pull that you felt, most especially when we had the pandemic situation. I know there would have been stability. There would have been no fear at all when we talk about our career before pandemic time, but it totally changed everything after and while we're experiencing the time of pandemic. Not just because you're scared of your own career, but you look around you and you see people around you and their own situation, and that made you a little too nervous again, a little doubting with how our career in the future will pan out. And I'm seeing that you're feeling very, very, kumbaga, somehow you feel like you're walking on eggshells just because parang you feel like you're not gonna be safe every time and that you don't want to feel very complacent. And there was really a time that you were shaken, that you were really shaken to a certain extent na nagdududa ka na if you're gonna have means for you to survive this pandemic. And I'm telling you that there are still opportunities for us to improve on this. There are many opportunities pa rin for us to focus on our energy in our career, for us to have a better, kumbaga, yung not just the mindset, not just also courage, pero whenever we experience yung push and pull, when I say push and pull, doon natin na-experience yung sometimes the experiences will shake us o makakaramdam tayo na may mga challenges tayo in our career. May mga mararamdaman tayo na may kailangan tayong mga iresolba sa ating mga sa ating mga experiences sa career, especially in terms of our workmates and our boss. Okay, and this is in the past that resonated really well. So I'm telling you, because of those experiences, kahit na dapat may stability, pero if we look around and then we see other people's experiences, hindi natin maiwasan for us to feel shaken as well. And the household at the same time. There are people in the household who got directly affected by the pandemic situation when it comes to work. Not to a certain extent, you are left to shoulder some other um, responsibilities. You are capable, syempre, pero doon na pumapasok din, nakakadagdag yan sa ating doubt and fear that allows us to feel very shaken na I'm okay right now, pero syempre, I don't want to be complacent. Even if I'm performing well, I'm giving what is expected and even exceeding everybody's expectations. But at the same time, I also feel na if I lose my grip or if um I put my guard down, there's a chance na ako din naman maapektuhan nito. But I'm telling you, this is what I'm gonna say. We may be shaken, and totoo na when we feel this, hindi naman sa invalid siya. It's never gonna be invalid. Pag naramdaman natin, and we have to acknowledge that. But syempre, we have to be realistic as well. Realistic that we experienced it. Realistic that it affected us. Realistic na yes, may trabaho pa rin ako, na I can do something about it. I can improve my career by focusing on it and make sure that whatever I need to do to push myself to propel my career forward, I will give my very best so that I can be a better version of myself in terms of my career. Now, the second card is a major card, which is very good. This is a very good card. This is the Empress. And this is the like the queen that takes good care of the kingdom, and or simply just like how a mother takes care of your own little kingdom. The mother that gives birth not just to life, but it gives birth to blessings. I want you to know, when you focus more in your career, I know kahit na may mga sitwasyon na yung mga tao around you, if you're hearing people that are not so doing well with their career, pero if you really just focus on your own, if you focus on your performance, if you focus on what you can do better in the future, because I'm telling you, I know what you're going through. And there are times din kasi na naging lax tayo, and that's why you're getting this. Okay? Now, and with how the performance is panning out, and sometimes we feel like how we are measured at work, sometimes we feel like it's not starting to feel realistic, it's not starting to feel fair, and then you tend to air it out, and then you tend to share it towards other people. Your boss or the people in the upper management may find it a little challenging for them to handle your situation. I want you to know na okay lang naman for you to air it out, but there's always a better way of saying things. There's always a better venue for us to air this out professionally at the same time. So, that opportunity, when you learn from that and you cooperate well with the people around you, with your bosses, with your workmates, when you create that healthy environment amongst your team, it will give birth to many blessings, in which I'm seeing if you really improve in this, and if I know you're also someone who wants to climb the corporate ladder. Remember, ito naman ang payo ko sa'yo. Before we get the promotion that we're eyeing for, you have to remember kung ano ang mga binibigay mong experience sa boss mo, those are the things na gagawin sa'yo ng mga tao mo in the future. So, that means how your teammates are, how your workmates are towards your boss, ikaw ang magre-receive nun. Ikaw ang mag experience nun. Ikaw ang mag-aayos nun. So, if you look back with your own performance, how you deal with things professionally, and then you see a lot of opportunities on how to improve on it, improve on that. Because in the future, sabi ko nga, you cannot give something you do not have. Hindi pwede na pagdating na nandun ka na sa posisyon na ikaw na mag-aalaga ng ibang tao, ikaw na magte-train ng mga tao, ikaw na ang responsible for other people, um, hindi natin pagtutuunan ng pansin yung mga ganyang klaseng experiences. What if how you are towards your boss, how you are towards your other workmates, may mahawakan kang tao na ganyan din sitwasyon. How will you handle that? How will you handle that? In the end, this card, we have the Three of Cups. Diyan ko nakuha yung sinasabi ko because in the end, if you are eyeing for a higher position, in the end, kung ano man yung pinapa-experience mo sa mga boss mo and to your workmates, imagine ikaw ang mag-aayos niyan. And if we are not yet um, experienced enough on how we were going to deal with that in a very balanced manner, then we start working on that first internally sa atin. Once we do, once we learn that, once we improve on that, I challenge you. Sabi ko, alam mo ba, this is really one good thing to understand promotion. You get promoted because you're already doing what your boss is doing. So in short, it's just formalizing your position because ginagawa mo na siya. And you're doing it naturally, easily, and it's effective. So I say as early as now, if the goal is to climb the corporate ladder, and then I want you to practice. Do whatever your boss is doing, seek your boss's help so that you can also give in specific tasks to train you with what your boss is doing. And then dun mo mararamdaman, dun mo marirealize how it is handling other people. You have to experience first. And that is something that you can create. That creation will evolve into a blessing. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and teacher, and I'm a Reiki master and teacher. Welcome to your official Tuesday night habit. And here, we provide free tarot readings for everybody. Libre lang po magtanong. Ang kailangan lang ay i-share natin yung live video, take a screenshot, and then send it to our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky, and then sagot ko na kayo. Tuloy-tuloy na natin ang ating mga questions for today. But I want to say, hello then, it's Tess. Hello, Tess. Hello, nice of you to drop by. Kung baka may question ka, I'll be happy to answer them for you. Share mo lang yung live video natin. Yun. Ayan, tingnan muna natin. Tandaan, if you would want to participate, we have to share the live video and kailangan po natin ng screenshot. And then yun po isa-send natin sa ating inbox. Kasi if it's your turn, tapos pag kulang po yung ating requirements, syempre, uunahin po natin yung mga kumpleto po yung mga requirements. Okay? So, okay. Yan. Naku, napakasuking-suki nung next participant natin. So, ang tanong niya, love reading for the next quarter or 6 months. Ay, shush. Love reading. Sige, tingnan natin. O, sige. Para sa'yo. Tsaka, ito kasi kilala ko to eh. At tsaka maganda nun, alam mo, ito din, estudyante ko rin to tinuruan ko to mag-tarot. Pero siyempre, sige, alam ko naman yung gusto mong i-confirm yung mga pinakita mo kanina. Pero sige, tignan natin. Sige. So, 3 cards para sa'yo. Sige. Love in the next 6 months. Todo natin, 6 months. Sige. Sige, second card. And here is your third card. Tignan natin. Dahil napakaganda ng kanina. Oh! 1. Wow. Wow. Okay. Ay, shoes. Okay, we have one major card, which is a very important major card. So here is your first card. Naku po. Alam na alam mo to because this is really something that's very familiar na tinuro ko sa dun sa class natin. We have the manifestation card. The magician is your first card. I know. Nako. I'm sure kinikilig ka na ngayon dahil the magician, ano bang ginagawa ng mga magician? They make things happen. They manifest blessings. And yes, this is your past energy. Alam kong minamanifest mo ito ng maigi, but because you know why you're manifesting it well, because you are brave to learn and to rise above the past experiences. And that is a very important thing to do. If you really want to manifest something, all you need to do is to really learn. All you need to do is to be brave. Let go of pride and ego. Let go of pride and ego, and when it's your processing time to look back in the past, be brave to see what are the things that I can do better in the future. May kakulangan ba ako? Paano ko gagawing better version yung sarili ko? How do I honor myself? How do I honor the partner at the same time? But making sure at the end of it, there's love, there's respect. You have been processing really well. And at the same time, I want you to know na marami pang kailangan i-process, yes, but you're giving a very good step on how you're gonna gradually learn from everything. Honestly, there are people who have may mga success story that people can learn overnight. There are. Honestly, there are. But of course, hindi tayo pare-pareho lahat ng timeline. Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng divine timing. Hindi tayo lahat pare-pareho ng mga experiences. And with that, there are other people who may need to take time before learning will happen. And I'm telling you, hindi kayo makakapagsinungaling one kay universe, number two sa sarili ninyo. And I hope if there's anything that you can do for yourself is to always be 100% honest with yourself. I want you to always be honest with yourself because kung hindi tayo honest sa sarili natin, hindi natin mababago ang kailangan. But you're taking steps, yes, gradual, but you are learning. And that's a beautiful thing. Ay, shush! Tinan mo naman yung susunod na card. Ay, shush! Pag na-manifest na daw, tinan mo naman naman ma-manifest. Ay, shush! The King of Cups. Ay, shoes. O, di ba? Napakamatipuno naman daw ng ating dadating. O, di ba? Napakamatipuno. So yes, someone who is sensitive, someone who is very sensitive to not just your feelings, but in general, parang cancer yung nararamdaman kong ascendant nitong anong to. And it's a very caring nature, caring, nourishing. But at the same time, marami kang matututunan intellectually. Wow, what a very balanced what a very balanced characteristic, no? Someone who is emotionally sensitive and at the same time makes a lot of ano, it's always a healthy conversation. Na parang it's always gonna be a meaningful conversation. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, if you find someone, because darating yung araw na ano, magandang maging goal na when you meet someone, yung alam mong you can talk about anything and everything na kahit kayong dalawa lang, buhay na buhay kayo. Kasi darating talaga yung araw na kayong dalawa na lang magfo-focus sa sarili niyo. If magkakaroon ng pamilya, magkakaroon kayo ng mga anak, eventually, ang mga anak will have their own life. And then what will be left is the relationship again. How it started will be the same thing that will happen in the end. And whatever physiological needs we may have as we are younger may not necessarily be there pagtanda natin. But all there is the conversation, the meaningful conversation that you both can have, the quality conversation. This is the type of person you're gonna have. But our last card, we have the Four of Cups. Ay, may konting warning tayo dito ha. Yun. Tingnan mo itsura nito. Si Kuya, parang ang fresh niya kanina, tas medyo parang tumanda na. Okay, hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. The Four of Cups is telling us na as we are preparing for this, as we are wanting to improve not just ourselves but yung the perspective in relationships. Anong tawag dito? It will give you a perspective of someone na who will give the equal balance but will focus on you as a priority. Now, anong tawag dito? Finally, you will have someone na ikaw yung priority. But at the same time, the goal there is how you're gonna balance everything. How are you gonna find the balance? Finding time with your own self, focusing on your career, focusing on the people that you love, your family, but equally giving equal opportunity, equal attention, focus, love, and attention and affection towards the person. Hindi naman sa sinasabi kong clingy to, no? Hindi naman sa sinasabi kong clingy. But all I'm saying is, the person really sees you as a good value, a good blessing. And you know how it is, pag andyan yung blessing, you would want to always experience the blessing. The least thing you would want to happen is to find it very challenging to balance it naman. Ako tuloy yung kinikilig sa'yo. So I'm confirming, yes. For the next 6 months, actually nito aabot ng 6. On the 5th month, okay na to. So 5 months from now, I'm seeing that's a huge progress. But remember, this is according to your current energy. That means kasi you are allowing yourself to go out there. You are processing your lessons. You are improving your own version of yourself. And that's what's manifesting the love of the life. When you continuously do this, mas magbibilis pa to, mas mag-i-improve pa to. But remember, manifesting it is one, maintaining it is another. Sustaining the love is another. Pag nandun na yan, it's the perfect opportunity for you to work together. Never be afraid to have that sweet dance together. But remember, you have to dance with just one sweet rhythm at the same time. When we do this, you're allowing not just both of you to grow, but the relationship and the love to grow. As early as now, congratulations. Tsaka medyo ano to, pogi to. Ikaw na. So, I'll be excited. Update mo ako. Alam mo naman yan. Thank you for joining Tara Tuesdays. Aba, meron po tayong success story. Meron po magkakajowa. Ay, sure. So, pag ano, yun, anong tawag dito? By the way, I'm just preparing everything. Pero, I'm planning to have a Zoom session, like a literal meet and greet. Kasi, you know how it is? I've been doing this since March. And I'm doing a monologue for 2 hours every session I have. I plan to have a Zoom session to meet all of you. Na doon pwede tayong magchismisan, magtawanan, i-recall natin ang mga ating usapan. I will set it up and it will happen very soon. I'm eyeing this coming month. So mag-set tayo ng schedule. Pag na-set na natin yung schedule natin diyan, magchismisan tayo and then pag-usapan natin yung mga ganyan. And syempre pag i-update niyo ako sa mga reading na mga nabigay ko sa inyo kung nag-manifest na ba, na-improve ba o may kailangan pa rin tayong matutunan. Let this be a very good sign that we are also growing our own relationship. So look forward to that, okay? So thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Kung gusto po natin sumali, remember, our pin post, tignan lang po natin yung pin post natin in the comment section and then ready na tayo mag-participate. Naku, nandito na ang Team Mega World natin. Laril, hello. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Aba, si Amor nandito. Hello, Amor. Thank you for joining us. Ay, aba, si Ivy, hello Ivy, sana all may King of Cups. Ay, chut, ay sus, alam mo, ikaw talaga. Okay? So, tingnan na natin yung next participant natin. Ay sus, confirm na ba na ikaw ang wedding host? Ako, syempre. Speaking of wedding host, if you haven't watched the episode 6 of After All nila Den and Jen, yeah, so a little spoiler, I hosted their wedding slash gender reveal. So kung hindi nyo pa panoorin nyo, nandun ako. Also, again, I'm reminding everybody na every viewer, and you're watching right now, lahat kayo may chance pa kayong sumali. We're gonna have, before we end our session, we're gonna have our raffle draw. We have many winners because I'm feeling extra generous. I will have more winners sa ating mga raffle draw later on. Pero sabi ko nga, ano yan, confirmed. Ayan. Yan, okay? So stay tuned, lahat na nanonood ngayon, you all have a chance to participate and win our raffle draw later on, mamayang-maya yan. So, tignan na natin, next tayo. Next. Hey. Aba, naku, napakasuki naman kasi nitong participant natin. Good evening, Master. Good evening. Okay. Just wanted to ask if we will get the big project we bid for recently. Aba, tignan na. Naku, galingan natin para makuha natin. And ito na naman tayo. Kapag may sasagot na naman tayo sa alam nyo na, kapag ang mga katanungan natin, dalawa lang ang mahinahanap natin, will it be favorable o hindi? Huwag tayo mapanghihinaan ng loob kung hindi. Because I will share na meron namang paraan para ma-manifest natin ito. So yung manifestation natin, alam mo na, mag-offering tayo. Speaking of offering, anong tawag dito? Alam mo ba, anong tawag dito? I agreed. Anong tawag dito? Meron akong nabuo na rin ng mga friendship na kaka-live ko dito. And it started because after watching me live, nag-personal reading kami. And then, nakakailang sessions na rin kami. May personal reading sessions din kami. And meron kaming, may meet and greet kami. Dapat yun kanina, kaya lang sorry na, meron akong health priority kanina. So, yan, booster, nagpa-booster ako kanina. And kaya kung pasensya na kayo sa energy ko ngayon if you feel like hindi ako masyadong magalaw dahil medyo ang ating na naka-booster kasi yan. So medyo physically, ayun, so kailangan natin ng kape. So, tama ng chismis, sagutin na natin 'tong next participant natin. Tignan natin ang energy kung makukuha daw nila. Siyempre ang pinaka-indicator natin, I would say na affirmative, na talagang I will confidently say na napaka-favorable natin if we get a lot of major cards. Now, there are things to work on kapag we get minor cards, and be ready mag-charity work tayo. Woo! Aba, 1. Okay. Okay. We have 1 out of 3 major cards. Now, the first major card is a very important major card because this is the moon. Okay, the moon. Now, the moon is a very, alam mo, the moon is very tricky. I'm telling you, it's very tricky, but the energy of the moon in tarot cards is because it's the energy of the unknown. But it's a very positive card because it's unknown, kahit na may uncertainty, it offers a sweet surprise. I'm telling you, it offers a sweet surprise. Now, remember the energy of the moon. Why is it offering a sweet surprise? Kasi kailan ba natin nakikita ang moon? Kapag gabi. In a time wherein we feel so dark, possibly so lost, that we are in a place that's we may feel a little lost. But then we look at the moon, we have light. Like a light at the end of the tunnel. Parang ganyan ang energy ng the moon natin. But it definitely offers a sweet surprise. The next two cards kasi puro ones. And when we get ones, okay, so in short, ito yung anong tawag dito? To answer you muna, in a nutshell, we may need to work on many things. Kasi ito nga, itong opportunity na to, ang tagal na nating inaay to eh. Ang tagal na nating inaay. We've been doing our very best para makuha to. But at the same time, we know din yung mga other competition natin. And then there's consistency kasi dun sa alam mo naman na I know you know na there's bias kung sinong pumipili nito. Alam mo kasing may bias. That's the thing. And when we get this, and when we were able to at least pitch or bid, di ba? Parang feeling mo, ito literal, suntok sa buwan. And that's what the card is about. Because alam mo kasing may bias. Now, the next two cards kasi that appeared are ones, consistent. And when we get ones, the energy of the ones will always reflect hard work, effort, daming gagawin. And look at this. I know this is the 8 of wands, and I know parang archery, di ba? You're very steadfast when it comes to your goal. Alam mo, Marvel they're always known to have this somehow catchphrase na it'll always end up iconic. And one of the famous Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire before, with great power comes with great responsibilities, and it has always been used countless times na, no? I also use that. Makes a lot of sense. Now, Shang-Chi is another Marvel movie na Mariko. Dandahan lang kasi. Na napaka-relatable kasi napaka-relatable dito. In Shang-Chi, it's another Marvel movie. The catchphrase there, o kumbaga yung parang official motto ng Shang-Chi, sabi niya, if you aim nothing, you hit nothing. But you know that you have a goal. You know that you're aiming it hard. You know, alam mo, ang dami mo nang kinompromise dito eh. Lahat na nang pwede mo. Literal, this card is telling you na ang dami mo nang nilet go so that you can just get this. Ang dami mo nang compromise. In short, you're willing to bend backwards. To a certain extent, makuha lang. I know what you're doing. But at the same time, the last card, wait lang. Okay, it gets interesting because this is the 6 of Wands. Pero look at that. I am seeing many delays, pero look at that. Kokoronahan in the end. Because of that tiny little detail na kung hindi ko pa nilapit, hindi ko makikita, I will say there is a possibility to have this favorable, pero ang dami mo lang effort. And I'm telling you, do not be surprised. Sometimes yung concept na bibigay mo yung kamay, they wanna take off dahan-dahan. They're going to take your whole arm, ganun yung If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to bend backwards even more, there is a chance. But my say charity work, of course. The recommendation for charity work, anong tawag dito, Saturday, of course, is very good. Saturday. I would also recommend Friday as a good opportunity for charity work. And good thing kasi din itong participant nito is familiar with the puja or the Hindu rituals that we perform. anong tawag dito, if you are okay to participate on that, tomorrow meron ako yung magli-lead ng puja tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, merong puja. We do it 3 times in a week. There are times nga na we do it every day, depending if there are Hindu festivities. But one good opportunity is to do charity work, and most especially focus on puja. And this will improve. But of course, I don't want you to be hard on yourself, because I know you've been doing many things, but I am also banking on the moon, the magic of the moon. Because I'm telling you, mararamdaman mo yung push and pull dyan, just like how the moon has its phases. Diba? May full moon, half moon, quarter moon, and every time, imagine mo yung effect niya sa tides. Parang ganun din emotionally ang effect niya sa atin as human beings. But in the end, sabi ko nga, the moon offers a sweet surprise. I'm banking on the energy of the moon, but to strengthen that, because puro once nga to, I'm seeing a lot of effort, a lot of bending backwards, but charity work will work wonders for you. So I can help you manifest this if you really want this. Let's talk offline para sa charity work natin. But for now, thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay? So maraming salamat. By the way, suki natin yan. Thank you for always um, taking time and always watching and participating. Nakakatabayan ng puso. Tsaka alam mo, I always have this mga after session conversations with everybody, and never fails to make me smile. So by the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Sabi ko nga, everything that you're witnessing here, if you're new here, tinuturo ko rin yan. So, kung hindi kayo, kung nagtataka kayo bakit Reiki with Marky yung title ng YouTube channel natin, because primarily, Reiki talaga ang tinuturo ko. But I also teach intuitive tarot reading, kasi I got to experience, or at least the skill na develop ko with reading the tarot cards. Mostly I owe it to Reiki, because I learned to heal my body, and I learned to heal um my soul at the same time, in which naturally the natural gifts unfolded. When your body is healed, it produces its natural potential, the divine potential. And lahat, anong tawag dito, um, I started with no abilities at all, na in fact, hindi nga ako naniniwala na I can have the certain skill set. But then again, through practice and hard work, and through consistent self-healing through Reiki, nagagawa ko yung pinapakita ko sa inyo ngayon. If you want to learn this, by the way, please stay tuned, and yung mga workshops natin, yung mga workshops for December are gonna be posted tomorrow in our Facebook page, Everyday Reiki with Marky. Also, I'm inviting everybody to watch if you haven't watched. Again, we have a weekly tarot reading. Every Sunday, we create a recorded episode that shows you the weekly energies. It's still Tuesday. Maganda yung energy natin for this week. Although I believe that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday, Saturday. Actually, Thursday, Friday ang energy to watch out for, okay? So if you haven't watched after the session, panoorin po natin. Mas maganda yung alam natin yung energies para hindi tayo masyadong nayayanig pag nandyan na yung energy. Parang kanina, ang init ng energy kanina, napansin nyo ba? Okay, thank you po ulit. Grabe po ang reading kanina. Ay, trueness. Nakakatuwa talaga yung trueness na yan, okay? Yan, okay. Gail, heart. Okay. Ay, sorry. Tingnan na natin, next participant na tayo. Tingnan na, para marami na tayo masuk. So, reading, sobrang resonate. Usap tayo later, ha? Won't disturb you. Alam mo yan. Sige. Mm. So, pag-usapan natin yung alam mo na yung bias. Alam ko namang alam mo yan. So, pero pag-usapan natin mamaya. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Yan, okay. So, reminding everybody, if you would want to participate in tonight's session, syempre ang mga requirement po natin is we would need to take a screenshot na shinare po natin yung live video natin. Siyempre, sabi ko nga, dahil first come, first serve po tayo, uunahin po natin talaga yung merong kumpleto po yung requirements. If it's your turn, tapos medyo incomplete po yung requirements natin, bibigyan pa rin po natin kayo ng chance to complete it. Most likely, it's yung pag-share lang po ng live video. And then, pwede na tayo magtanong. Fair energy exchange tayo. Okay? So, ayan. Ooh, wow, naku. Medyo suki na 'tong ano natin, 'yan. Ito yung next natin. Naku, teka lang, parang essay writing yung question natin. Tingnan natin. Okay, sige. Sir, good evening po. Yung question ko po ay tungkol sa career. Okay. Tingnan natin. Okay. So, okay. Master question po, totoo ba po ba yung witchcraft? Ay, shush. Anong tawag dito? If there's one thing that I will tell you, science is real, magic is real. Of course it is. Okay? Anong tawag dito? Um, Tsaka when you believe in it, there's nothing that ano, when you believe, when you trust, nothing is impossible, of course. Okay? Pero syempre, pag-usapan natin 'yan in a different venue. Actually, later on, I'll announce what the Thursday schedules will be. So, eto na. Gusto ko po mag-medicine, ilang beses ko na sinusubukan, more than 4 times na, kaya lang po hindi talaga. Pero sa kabila nun, ang daming opportunity when it comes to becoming a scientist. Kaso nahihirapan naman po akong panindigan. So, tinatanong ko po kung doktor ba or scientist, para sa akin po pursue ko. Salamat. Gusto ko pa rin pong subukan mag-exam para sa medicine. Okay. So, teka. Wait. Wait. Okay. Teka. Wait. May gusto lang ako i-confirm. Iba 'to. Okay. So here's alam mo, before answering this question, kasi parang ano, I was going through the previous conversations kasi. Meron akong participant kasi last time na gusto rin niya mag-doktor, and I've read the energy, maganda naman yung energy. Pero ngayon, ang tinatanong kasi nitong ano, participant natin is either being a doctor or being a scientist. But we've been trying 4 times. Alam mo, there are really times na it's not literally just one opportunity na ano na that knocks once. I'm telling you that. May mga gano'n, alam mo, it's honestly a case to case basis. But anong tawag dito, if there's one universal spiritual law that I can share with everybody, and I can explain this in depth, I'm inviting everybody to watch. I've created a video in this year that talks about universal spiritual laws, and these are the first few episodes that we created. Alam mo, pag binalikan niyo yung mga episodes this year, makikita niyo yung journey, yung paghaba ng buhok ko, yung unti-unting pagkulot ng buhok ko. Makikita niyo rin yung progress niya. And I'm looking at it when I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's an awkward stage," but I posted it anyway. So yun. So, hintayin natin din yung progress, baka in time maging parang Tyra Banks na yung big curls nung yung ano, parang sa ano, joke lang. Honestly, parang mga hanggang dito. Gusto kasi kulot, eh. Gusto ko mga hanggang dito man lang, 'di ba, ganyan. Sige, tignan natin. Baka road to Jeric Raval yung goal natin. Yung mga gano'n, sige. Okay, sige. So, ang sasabihin ko lang, sometimes kasi tignan mo yung, dun sa participant natin, yung tanong niya is, I tried 4 times. Pero gusto ko pa rin, but I tried 4 times. If it all boils down to asking, or sometimes if not asking God, if you're asking yourself what is meant for you, because you would commonly hear it, kung anong para sa'yo talaga. And let me tell you, there is one universal spiritual law. And when we talk about one spiritual laws, universal spiritual laws, these are not man-made laws. This will give you an idea on how the universe works. One of them is the law of karma. That's how the universe works. It's not man-made. And when I say it's not man-made, it's how the universe works. And also, kung hindi mo siya sundin, if hindi mo siya gawin, hindi ka makukulong for that. Okay? This is practically how you will understand how the universe works. And there is one important universal law, and it's called the law of economy. And the law of economy states, whatever is meant for you shall come to the path of least resistance. Okay? When I say path of least resistance, in this statement or in this universal law, dito natin mapuprove yung statement na go with the flow. You would commonly hear it, go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow. Pero ano ba ibig sabihin ng go with the flow? I mean, yeah, I sort of get that. But how would you know if you're flowing? So, I always compare this universal law side by side, comparing it with a body of water, like a river. Okay, the river. The river na whether bantayan mo o hindi, iisa lang ang flow niyan. Halimbawa, from left to right. Whether bantayan mo siya o hindi, steady lang ang flow niyan. If you're a very good swimmer, If you're a very good swimmer, and kahit na you swim against the waves, against the current, if you're a very good swimmer, or at least if you know how to swim, of course you can do it. Of course you can survive it. Of course, malalangoy mo yun. It's not a question if you can. Magagawa mo yan. Pero pakiramdaman mo yung sarili mo after. It always feels, whenever you're going against the current, no matter how good you are, or no matter how you fare when it comes to swimming, when you swim against the waves, lagi yung either you feel physically drained or tired. And sometimes you're emotionally, mentally, and spiritually drained every time you do that, because no matter what you do, it entails effort. Now, if you're also a swimmer, or if you've gone through swim lessons, your coaches may have told you or given you one survival tip in any emergency cases. In an emergency wherein you need to survive on water, the best thing to do is to float. Float. Float ka lang, it's natural, it's effortless, and you will survive with less effort because you're just flowing. And remember, when you float, kung halimbawa nasa river ka, when you start floating, of course the river will do the rest. But how would you understand if it's a real life kind of situation? There will be many things na you're gonna keep pushing for yourself. I need this, I need that, I want this, I want that. And you're gonna put all of your efforts. You're gonna even bet your life into it so that you can manifest that. Pero pakiramdaman mo yung sarili mo every time that you do that. If you're starting to feel that, oh gosh, kada gawa, yeah, gusto ko nga pero pagod na pagod ako. Nagagawa ko nga pero parang ang hirap na hirap ako. Nagagawa ko nga pero ba't parang ang daming nawawala sa akin, and I always end up questioning. And it doesn't mean that you're not gonna receive blessings when you work hard. Of course, you're gonna receive blessings, pero pakiramdaman mo lagi yung sarili mo. One way or another, either you will end up either complaining, or you're feeling tired and you're gonna feel drained, and you're gonna be, no matter what blessings or challenges you'll encounter, eventually you're gonna quit, or eventually you're gonna do something else. That's one indication. But then again, there are many things that you can do na kahit na it would entail all of your effort, all of your energy, okay lang. I'm willing to go through it. Ayos lang. Di ka magrereklamo. And in fact, kahit na gagawin mo to ng libre, kahit walang bayad, kahit pero it entails your time, your effort, sometimes your own money, okay lang, game na game ka. Because it's effortless for you. And because you love what you're doing. The goal is to find that. Because no matter if you are, no, no matter if it's a hobby or a passion, it can be art, sports, etc. Basta you like what you're doing, at least in the end, no matter what kind of efforts you release or exert, you're happy. You're fulfilled. Find that. You have to find that. Each one of us, we have to find that. I found mine. This is it. Sabi ko nga, if you've known me ever since I started last March here in Tarot Tuesdays, you would know na before I embraced spirituality fully, I've worked in the corporate setting for 15 years. In fact, I've worked with international banks all my life. And then, eventually, one way or another, it always ends up feeling that, alam mo, before, mag-a-alarm pa lang yung ano ko, magmumura na ako ng magmumura. Yun ang ginagawa ko every single time. And it doesn't feel right. I mean, I know it puts food on the table. It fulfills my desires. But bakit ang hirap? Bakit parang galit na galit ako as I go through this? Why am I questioning everything? Kaya pala, because I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to experience that so I would know the difference. Now, I'm not telling everybody to leave your jobs right now, especially if we're realistic and it literally puts food on the table. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But you just have to understand, if you are there, if you are swimming against the current and you know it is a need, most likely if it's not a want, but if it's a need, you need to fulfill that as well. But at least every time there's point of questioning, when you doubt yourself, when you know that you're experiencing all the effort and the hard work and you feel drained right after, at least you know you just need to do it. But you also have an opportunity to discover something that will be effortless. That is also an opportunity for you. But then again, until it comes, until you reach that part of your life, At least you know where you are, and it will not lead to questioning. If you feel like you can ask yourself that, if you feel like, yeah, now I've discovered this can be the opposite direction, I may be exerting a lot of effort, ang hirap-hirap niya, then allow time for you to discover what, and more often than not, you know what you like. You know what's meant for you. Only that sometimes, of course, every time that we do that, there are many things that we have to consider. Does it put food on the table? O kung okay lang, ganun, di ba? Or will I be fulfilled after, and will I be contented? Because I'm telling you, there's more to life than just being paid with what you're supposed to do. You can do both things at the same time, do many things at the same time, while still being fulfilled. All it takes is for you to find what fulfills you. And if you're not there yet, trust that you're meant to receive that. If, of course, you flow and you allow God's plans to happen. Because remember, all it takes, all it takes is for you to really surrender to the flow. Because you know what, when you surrender to the flow, pag nararamdaman mo na you're flowing, pag nararamdaman mo na you're giving, you're really flowing, you're floating, that's practically God's plans for you. It feels effortless because it's God's plans for you. And remember that river leads to that vast ocean waiting to be explored. All it takes is for you to go there first, to flow going there first until you discover what God's plans really is for you. And now I'm living that dream. But of course, it won't happen kung hindi ako nag-surrender, kung hindi ako nagtiwala. Of course, it's easier said than done. It is not a promise na it's something that would be smooth sailing. Kasi you know what, there was even a time, my last job, I did many things. I was a manager in our department. I also became a hiring manager in our department. And then on weekends, I go overtime and then I interview people for to fill in positions dun sa department namin. And then I ask this very generic question: How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself in 10 years or 5 years? And then they would commonly say, sabi nila na, I will save up and then eventually put up my own business. I do this, I do that. This is what I'm passionate about. And then every time I hear that, I question myself, bakit ako? Bakit ako hindi ako wala akong ganyan? I mean, yeah, I mean, pero ba't ako hindi? But because I don't know what else I can do after my corporate life. The only thing that I know to do is my corporate life in the bank. Nothing outside of that. Wala ko experience in doing business. I never even had the courage to go, to leave my corporate life because iba rin yung may steady na abundance and prosperity ka na ini-expect whether you do your best o hindi. Pero that's what I learned. I learned that just by listening to other people that there are people who have dreams as well, that they see corporate life as a stepping stone. But there are people who grow old in that aspect, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand where you are and why you're there. It does not stop by just realizing the good, the bad, and the ugly and what you're doing there. By complaining and not doing anything about it, by not finding a resolution, it's just ranting and venting. Walang mai-improve dun if you just air it out. It's okay to realize and to air it out, but then do something about it. And trust that meron din nakalaan para sa inyo. Okay? But remember, you have to appreciate where you are. That's another thing. Whether ma-realize mo na, yes, oo nga, this can be, just literally for practicality's sake, I'm here because it puts food on the table, but it doesn't mean you're not blessed. Because remember, there are other people out there who don't have the necessary blessings that you're experiencing. But these people are doing their very best, pero wala lang opportunity for the meantime because that is their lesson. But then again, on the other end, here you are with a blessing. Okay? So I'm telling you, here is another lesson. No matter where you go, if you don't feel grateful, if you are not grateful enough, if you don't appreciate the blessings in front of you, you will still feel that you're always lacking because we don't have a grateful nature. Whereas if you've developed a grateful nature, you are easily appreciating everything around you. And then You'll tell yourself, bakit ako maghahangad ng iba but I have everything I have here? Bakit pa ako maghahanap ng iba? Ba't pa ako maghahangad ng iba? I have everything here. All it takes is for you to really appreciate where you are. Appreciate the blessings that you have. How about we start there? Even without giving the cards for you, my first assignment for you, dun sa ating participant na yan, is really ask yourself, it's not really how many times you've attempted. It's not really about which path you're going to choose. You have to determine that first and then ask yourself, okay, if I go here, how do I feel? And where is my heart really leading me here? Do not be afraid to have those conversations. Because you know what? It's not a question if you're meant to be somewhere or you're meant to be someone. Of course, we are all meant to be that person in the future. But we have to allow it to happen. You have to process this thoroughly first. It's not about your skills. It's not about how lucky or not so lucky you are. Let's first determine, what do we want? What do we need? What is my passion? Answer those simple questions first. When you get an answer and then let your goal be clear, start acting on it. Even without getting the cards, that realization should come first. Because I can answer this and this for you, pero kung hindi yun yung sinasagot mo sa sarili mo, it will be futile. So answer those simple questions for you first, and then the answer shall be very clear. Only then, pag specific na yung target natin, then let's do a more thorough question. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Welcome. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. I'm inviting everybody, lahat ng viewers natin ngayon, to stay. Malapit na matapos yung session natin, and you know how it is. We're gonna have our official second draw for our second month na monthly raffle natin. We're giving away workshops for everybody this weekend na yan. So tandaan natin, this weekend we're gonna have crystal work for modern living, emotional healing classes, and we also have eclectic magic. And we're giving away workshops for November. So stay tuned. Lahat kayo may equal opportunity. Oy, wait lang, may nag-essay writing dito sa baba. Master question, since you are practicing Hindu, kailangan po ba sa ganyan pupunta ko pa kung sa mismong nag-start ng mga ganyan, like Sri Lanka, what would be the advantage po? Kung ang haba nga ng dali, parang, anong tawag dito? Yun na ba yun? Kung hindi. Okay. Akala ko ano yun. Honestly, what I like about Hinduism is that you don't need to go elsewhere just to connect to God. You don't need to go to church. You don't need a priest to connect to God, because you can go out to nature. You can go out to nature or even on the busy streets. And here's the beauty of Hinduism that made me realize a lot of things. Do not be surprised. Bakit in Hinduism they are always saying, why do you worship cows? Why do you worship plants, trees, rivers? Why do you even worship a rock? Because here's the beauty of Hinduism. If you see a tree and then naramdaman mo yung God's presence there, and then that's God right there. If you see an animal and you felt God's presence there, and then that's God right there. When you look at a river and you felt God's presence there, and then that's God right there. When you see a rock and you felt God's presence there, and then that's God right there. When you see a person and you felt God's presence there, and then that's God right there. Because in Hinduism, it literally teaches you that God is not just up there. He's everywhere. We are also divine at the same time. We are not just made in the image and likeness of God. We too have a divine potential at the same time. So, ibig sabihin, kaya nga daw, pag napapansin nyo yung mga videos ko, I would always say with namaskaram, because that word, namaste, namaskaram, when you look at the person and you felt God and you see God and you acknowledge the God from that person as you acknowledge the God from within. Imagine that if you see God in anything and in everything, to anyone and to everyone, then there's no room for anger. There's no room for hate. There's no room for jealousy, because all there is God. All there is God's love. And that's the beauty of Hinduism. You don't need an actual priest to experience God. And more than a religion, it is a way of life. It is a practice. It is a practice that you have to realize, God, ay shush yung anak ko, nag-I love you. When you cats look at you, yung that's I love you. Oh, shush, naglalambing. Ay shush. Sige, mamaya magpa-play tayo. The beauty of Hinduism for me, it really opened my eyes to many limitless possibilities about discovering God in many ways. Because you know what? You can never confine God in one tiny box. You can never confine God in just one simple idea that there's heaven and hell. God is too infinite for us to confine it in one tiny box. That's why anywhere we look, you can look at the plant, you can look at, even a table, and you felt God's presence there. May they be living or non-living things, but when you feel God, it's because God is everywhere, and God is also from within. And that's the beauty of Hinduism. And by the way, in Hinduism, we don't encourage people, we don't also parang campaign, we don't encourage people, halika, mag-convert ka. We don't need to do that. Why? Because in Hinduism, it's the only belief system that honors every religion. Because Hinduism, there are so many ways for you to meet God. So long as you meet God, so long as you grasp what God is about, and then you are in the right path, choose it. You got to know God when you know Him in the name of Jesus Christ, and then do that. You discover God in the name of Allah, then do that. If you discover Him in any form, then do that, so long as ma-discover mo siya. Wag lang yung hindi mo siya madi-discover. That's so true. 'Di ba? Nag-agree si Emerald Dweller. Ang cute talaga nung Emerald Dweller. I'm such a fan of your username. Ay, next patient, next patient. Next na tayo. Next participant na tayo. Thank you, sir. Ay, welcome naman. Huwag ka na umiyak. To naman ay shoot. Okay. Okay. So tingnan na natin. Tingnan natin yung ating next participant. Here we go. Ayun, ay shush, naku. Eto na yung next participant natin, napakasuki nito, I'm so happy. Okay, so ito, thank you Sir Marky, I watched the replay and saw it. I also want to know, paano ko po i-claim? Anong tawag dito? You were a winner from last time. Pwede mo pa siyang gamitin, pwede mo siyang gamitin this month sa December workshop. Let me see, ano ba yung napalalunan mo last time? Teka, sana ba yung napalalunan mo? Tingnan natin kung ano yung napalanunan mo. Nasa listahan ko naman yun. Pero syempre, you can always claim it itong December. So, eto na yung question. If makakaabot po ako this time, o syempre, nakaabot, very good. Can I ask if this man whom I'm having connection to right now is good or bad for me? If to po pwede kahit general read, ay shush. Tingnan natin. Now, my say, anong tawag dito? Since again, this is concerning relationships. Anong tawag dito? Remember, we are also basing this according not just to your energy, but the energy, syempre, nung the person we're getting to know. Okay? Pero kung ang question is the person good or bad for you, let me, bago ko sasagutin dyan, I believe, wow. And let me give you a different perspective if the person's good or bad. May I may I say that no matter what we perceive when we say good or bad, let me tell you na every person we will meet, well, we're meant to meet those people for a very good reason. We are meant to meet people so that eventually we will get not just to discover love, to discover happiness, abundance, and prosperity, but it's all about any form of learning. And so my say, if this person you're meeting this person, you're giving this person an opportunity, you're also giving yourself an opportunity. This is also not just an opportunity of love. This is an opportunity for you to learn. And do not deny yourself of any opportunity of learning. So, anong tawag dito? I'm not gonna tell you to stop seeing kasi ganito yan. Diba? Imagine mo, if kung ang lalabas dito ay favorable, syempre napakagandang go signal. Pero pag ang lumabas dito, talagang hindi ganun ka-favorable. Pero, sabi ko nga, it doesn't mean that the person may have this specific characteristic or specific personality is automatically the person's bad. Or the person's gonna be bad for our life. Again, all there is for us to learn a lesson. And sometimes, in those situations, dun natin nakikita yung life purpose natin. Dun natin nakikita why we are also here in this world. What is our capacity? What is our capacity to experience love? Our capacity to love. and our capacity to finally grasp what love is. Because you know what? Just like how God is, and remember what God is an ultimate um, energy of love. And if we cannot confine God in one tiny box, so is love. Because there are many ways of experiencing love. We can talk about love the whole day, but still not be able to define it with one thing. Because it's not meant to be defined in just one thing. And you know what love is really? It's really how you also get to experience it in either all aspects. May it be the good, the bad, or the ugly. That's love right there. And so may say, kasi nga, imagine mo kung ang magiging sagot lang dito, syempre good or ano, good, syempre that's gonna be the very, sign we're waiting for, syempre. Pero kung hindi, I also don't want you to limit yourself, especially if the person's starting to give you happiness. Imagine kung masayang-masaya ka na ngayon tapos only to bring you a warning, 'di ba? But what will make you feel? Of course, it's like something na syempre, if you're gonna listen to me, if you're gonna listen dun sa what the cards are saying, but I generally don't want to limit yourself. If there's anything, not just you, ha, I'm also like this sa sarili ko and to everybody na who seeks my wisdom. You normally find me in the middle. I will not say go for it lang, oo, hindi yung ganon, especially if we're talking about opportunities here. And remember, lahat tayo, we are all energy. And energy by definition is anything and everything that has the potential to change. So kung ano man tayong lahat ngayon, hindi pa 'to yung huli. Hindi na 'to yung pinaka grand finals of what we are meant to be. Hindi pa ito yun. So imagine it's like me telling you na kung ano ka man ngayon, yan na yun. Hindi pa. We are all capable of change, and so does this person. And what if eventually you are the key for this person's if what if you're the catalyst for this person's opportunity to change for the better? Pero kung just because may current energy siya ngayon and then lumabas at nag-reflect sa card na hindi ganun kaganda yung energy at aayaw ka na. And look at that opportunity right there. So earlier I've seen this very good reflection about how God's ways usually happen. So let me share a quick story about this man who was traveling by sea. Unfortunately, the ship sank and then he was washed ashore to a different island and he was there alone. And so he was continuously praying to God, Lord, please send me someone to help me, rescue, etc. Day in and day out, yan yung tinapray niya, but no one came. Eventually, he learned to survive in his own. Eventually, he learned how to fish, to survive. Eventually, he started getting mga materials and skills and etc. Until eventually, he learned how to fish, he learned how to survive. Nakagawa siya ng sarili niyang bahay, like a hut out of mga sticks, etc., whatever he can find doon sa island. And he built that house. And so he thought na parang, well, okay, at least I'm surviving. I may be stranded here, but at least I'm surviving. I have a home, I have this. And then one fine day when he was out doing his thing so that he can find an opportunity for eating, fishing, etc., pagtingin niya, yung binuo niyang bahay na susunog na, out of nowhere, sunog na sunog na. And then out of frustration and out of anger, he started looking at the sky and he started cursing God, and he was so frustrated and felt so bad. Why are you doing this to me? I was working so hard and I'm alone and I finally was trying to get on my own feet and then you're doing this. How dare you? You are really setting me for failure. And I'm trying my very best. And that's so unfair because I'm here alone and I'm about to die. And here I am, I'm trying to survive on my own without any person's help. And then you burn this, my only possession right now. How dare you? And so he started just crying and started losing hope. Shortly after, there's a ship that came and rescued him. And then when he was already okay, in-interview niya yung captain of the ship and then said, by the way, how did you find me? And so the captain of the ship said, well, we were just sailing here and out of nowhere we started seeing there's some sort of smoke and my intuition tells me to just go there, and then true enough, we are here to rescue you. So I'm telling you, there are really times that this is how sometimes God works, okay? More often than not, this is how lessons work. There will be times that we feel like we're being punished. Like literally, God is unfair. We would, oftentimes there are many times in our life that we would just question God's ways. Kasi hindi nga ganun kapabor eh. We feel like parang masyadong sunod-sunod naman. Parang wala na ba kayong ibang balak gawin kundi pahirapan ako? And I'm telling you, I've experienced many lessons in my life, but there was never a time that I questioned God. I was just ready to accept it. Of course, mahirap, but I was ready to face them. Of course, I don't understand, but I was just ready to face everything. And there are many things in our life that would not initially feel like it is a blessing, but it doesn't mean that we're not meant to experience it. It doesn't mean we're not meant to receive blessings. Kailangan lang, ito nga, I love this very short yet very effective phrase, kaya pala. Okay, kaya pala. Kaya pala I have to go through this kasi kaya pala. Kaya pala ganito experience ko kasi kaya pala. So, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Parang yung second part, yung participant natin after next. Anong tawag dito? Sige, bubunutan kita ng cards. Pero what will happen kung ano nga lalabas dito? Because it will always reflect the current energy. Now, at the end, you're left with this question. It's not just about if you're gonna follow my advice or not. But in the end, this is the real question. The real question is, how do I give myself that opportunity? May it be this person, or it can be anyone else. But if you're not going to give yourself a chance, if you're not going to allow this opportunity for you, for your own life, for you to have this, then who will? And then eventually, what I don't want you to experience is that you are always going to keep questioning everything. And in the end, everything can feel like it's all like in a form of punishment, and that I'm not meant to be happy. But just because it's so easy for us to judge. Okay? Now, of course, sabi ko nga, our mind will always protect us no matter what. Through patterns, cycles, vicious cycles, our mind gives us that. And I'm pretty sure, even without my help, nakikita mo na. Because hindi naman din tayo pinanganak yesterday. I'm pretty sure you are aware. It's only a matter, papasok ko na naman, this is another quotable quote with one of my most favorite books and movies, Stephen Chbosky's Perks of Being a Wallflower. I know not everybody may agree, but I really like that movie and the book. In fact, I have the book and I keep watching the movie. There's a very important motto there that says, we accept the love we think we deserve. We think we deserve. It's a very strong statement to say because sometimes, di ba, we just accept it because we know for the meantime, yeah, we deserve that. Then again, we get to realize many things. Pero kung hindi mo bibigyan yung sarili mo ng opportunity to realize these lessons, and then all there is, you may perceive life as just a form of punishment, that you're not meant to be happy. Na happy on other things but not fully. Parang you get to keep measuring everything. Yung iba masaya, ako hindi. Nalugi ako, sila swerte. But life is not just about that. But if we always get to keep measuring everything, and then we're gonna end this life na parang lagi tayong kulang. Kasi panay tayong timbang ng timbang. Titimbangin mo ang sarili mo, titimbangin mo ang experiences ng iba, and then thinking that it's gonna be all one and the same. I'm telling you, not everybody's lesson here why we are all born in this lifetime. We all don't have the same lessons. We are also not bound to experience the same lessons. Or kung ano man ang lesson ko, it's fairly different from others. But of course, there's a little similarity. Yes, that's why kaya tayo nandito in Tarot Tuesdays, to experience other people's opportunities, life challenges, and to learn from everybody, as I'm also learning from you all. And I hope with the things that I'm sharing, because sabi ko nga, I will never give something I do not have. I process this as well. I process the same challenges as well. I go through life as well because I'm alive. Okay. I'm alive as well. I am here to share the wisdom. I am here to share my guidance, but I am living a life at the same time. The least thing I would tell myself is to limit myself or to give me less opportunities. I'm giving that to myself, so I'm giving the same thing to you. Give yourself a lot of opportunities to grow. But of course, go through it and be very wise with it, syempre. Let's see. Tingnan natin. Ang haba ng ano ko, pero you know how it is. More often than not, if I draw cards, pero nauna yung guidance ko, more often than not, it's gonna be the same thing. Pero tingnan natin. Tingnan natin. Let's position the answer. Let's see. Parang medyo overstepping pala yung question na yon. Tingnan na lang natin yung energy ninyong dalawa. Ay, all the way from California, I wanna say hi to my fellow Reiki master. Hello, Master Cathy. Nice of you to drop by and nakahabol. Thank you naman. Tingnan natin kasi sabi ko nga, let's reposition that question. Tingnan natin ang energy ninyong dalawa in terms of love. Ayan, that's better. Okay? One, first card, second card, and third card. But again, I'm telling you dahil dalawa ang energy ninyo dito, tandaan mo, lahat to current, okay? So, whatever happens dun sa energy ng tao na yon after this session, there's really a high chance na may pwedeng maiba. But let's see the current energies of you two when it comes to love. Okay? Okay. Ayun nga. Exactly how I know. So in short, the cards are just reflecting it. So the first, you have one major card, by the way. So the first card, reflecting what I've mentioned earlier. This is the Two of Pentacles. There was really a time that you've manifested this because you're praying of what you deserve. You pray that, Lord, answer my prayer. Lord, I've been praying for this. Tapos, binigyan ka ng opportunity. This is the Four of Swords. Binigyan ka ng opportunity. Okay, eto. You prayed for it. I answered your prayer. But then again, sinasabi ko nga, you have the major card. This is the Hanged Man. And this is a little warning card of pause pending delays. Ganon siya. These are delays. Most likely, it's telling you, reassess. Stop and reassess muna. Kumalma ka muna and reassess everything. Exactly what there's a fair reason why you're asking this because you are not clueless, syempre. But the thing is, again, in the end, this is the current energy. So ngayon na may warning, what are you gonna do with it? So nagkatotoo nga yung sinabi ko. So again, no matter what this reflects, you have an opportunity to change it. You have an opportunity to improve it. Now, my real question here is, now I want you to ask yourself this. What kind of opportunities would you like to give yourself? That's the real question. And that in itself, only you can answer. So when you process this after our session, and of course, it does not happen overnight, but the least thing you would want to know, if other people around you, the people that you love or the people that you worked for in the past, were not able to give you a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities to grow, then it's your responsibility to let that happen. I give you that opportunity. Make that happen. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. And you know what? As much as I wanted to continue our session, let's have the draw dahil mahaba yung marami akong surprises na ibibigay for everybody and ayoko naman kayong puyatin. So how about we go on na with our raffle draw. So by the way, thank you lahat ng mga viewers natin. And I'm so sorry, I know ang haba-haba pa ng pila. But then again, mas excited kasi di ako magbigay ng prizes para sa inyong lahat. So may chance pa kayo. Sa lahat ng mga nanonood natin ngayon, mga viewers natin, pwede pa kayo magdagdag ng raffle entries because more entries, of course, more chances of winning. So please key in your names. Key in your full name so that you can all still participate our raffle draw. So, sige na. Tignan na natin yung ating December raffle. Today is November 30. November 30, 2021. So, ito na yung natin. And then later on yung winners natin. Ayun. Arian Estrada. Yun. Alam mo si Arian, ang dami ng entries niya na. So, syempre, later on, marami pa tayong chance para Can I still join? Of course, yes, 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 you can still join. So, anong tawag dito? Ayan, Anne Therese Tigul. Anne Therese. Therese Tigulio. Yun. Okay. Sir Marky, please notice sending my question. Anong tawag po? Sorry, tapos na po tayo mag-questions ngayon, but we will do this again next Tuesday. Consistent naman po tayo na nagta-tarot Tuesdays. By the way, something while you're all keying um your names there, I'm here to announce na sabi ko nga na nami-miss ko yung paggawa no ano on our Thursday. So last November we had a pilot kumbaga nag-antay ng other um, themes for our Thursday. Ang gagawin na natin yung sa Thursdays natin, it will be a different theme, pero we're gonna talk about, anong tawag dito, hindi lang ako magdodraw ng cards, we're gonna talk about everything about learning lessons. So may mga specific topics tayo. And anong tawag dito, for December, please watch out. Please watch out. I'm gonna have a post for tomorrow. Parang ito yung pinaka-topic natin. And I want you to share yung mga topics niyo or yung questions niyo regarding regarding that topic. So yun ang pag-uusapan natin. So tell me what you want to talk about. If you wanna, anong tawag dito, look at it this way. It's like a live podcast, what I'm doing, pero without reading the cards. Magbibigay lang ako ng mamibigay na advice. So please tell me kung let's start a poll question. What are the topics that you want us to discuss? Anything na gusto niyo yung maklaro, anything in life na gusto niyo last year before I transitioned to YouTube, we have a podcast. It's called The Consciousness Show. We were talking about toxic people, several types of toxic people and how to deal with them. Practically, yung mga nakikita yung topics na recorded, pero kasi napakadaldal ko, I can dig deeper into those. Only that I have limited time. But we will do it live instead. So please tell me kung ano yung mga topics na gusto nyo pag-usapan. Yun ang gagawin natin every Thursday. Samahan niyo uli ako for that. Okay, sandali. Ivy Imperial. Yan. Si Ivy nanalo na yan last month. So, tignan natin ang chance na yun ni Ivy this. Ayan, Abigail Enriquez. Abigail Enriquez. Okay, Amor. Oh, si Amor. Hi, Amor. Hello, hello. Ayan. Yan. You have to send it almost exactly 9 p.m. Just at sa Totoo. Anong tawag dito, kasi alam mo, maaga talaga yung pila natin because 9 pa lang when we start, ang haba na ng pila. Kaya naman, agahan lagi. The tip here, if you're new here, kailangan lagi tayong maaga para masasagot natin yung ating mga questions. So, again, let's send your names here para makasali pa tayo sa raffle natin. Lahat kayong mga nanonood. You're so spot on, Sir Mark. Ay, shush, ikaw talaga. Sige, welcome po. Ngayon. So, tingnan na natin yung tingnan na natin yung mga names natin dyan. Let me know kung sino yung sino pang gustong sumali sa natin, sa raffle natin for this month. Again, this is a steady raffle that we're gonna, and I'm feeling extra generous talaga for our and I feel like, anong tawag dito, every show or show, every episode, I feel like sending an extra gift. So, teka na. Ayun, ay shush. Andiyan na si ang Princess of Mega World, si Rain Zafra. Hello, hello. Yan. Si Rain. Okay. Kita ko na Rain, di ba? So, let me know. Please key in your names there kung gusto niyo pa mag-participate, and para manalo din tayo. What are the prizes up for grabs? Again, we are giving away workshop passes for all of our winners, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling extra generous for tonight. Especially it's a Christmas season. It's the perfect time and it's the perfect season for sharing our blessings. So, I'm giving away maraming workshop passes. Most specifically, emotional healing that's gonna happen this Sunday, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. I'm gonna give away a lot of winners for emotional healing. So yan ang pinaka-bonus natin for today. But of course, we're giving away 2 winners of Crystal Work for Modern Living, 2 winners of Eclectic Magic, Also, sa emotional healing, marami akong pamimigay niyan, okay? And then, we have winners of Reiki 1 class, 2 winners of Reiki 1 class, and 1 winner ng Vedic Astrology. Okay? So, yes. Okay. Annalyn Alcala. Uy, si Annalyn na. Sus, Annalyn. Hello, Annalyn. Ako, ang dami ng entry niyan. Yan, okay? So, sino pa ang ano, just again, key in your name. Lahat na nanonood ngayon, you are all entitled to join our raffle. And teka nga, sandali. Ilagay nyo yung name nyo dyan. Kukunin ko lang yung iPad ko, sandali. We're gonna do the live draw ng mga winners natin. Sandali, ah. Ayan, nandiyan na yung iPad. Everybody. Hindi naman pwedeng hindi tayo mag-hi. Shush! Shush! Say hi to everyone. Yeah, shush, Kala, shush! Oh, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Say hello. Ay, shush! Ay, shush. Oh, di ba? May special participation. Ay, hello po. Ayun na, syempre, ang Team Mega World nandyan na. So, okay, so let's add. Di ba si Kala na shush? Kanina pa nangungulit yan dahil kailangan ng playtime. Sandali. Paula Policarpio. Okay. So, again, send in your names. Lagyan na natin yung names natin dyan para may mga winners tayo. But let me, ang dami nating ilagay, teka, yung winners natin. So, crystal work. Crystals, emotional healing, and then eclectic magic, and then Reiki 1, and then Vedic 1 winner. Okay, so lagay nyo lang yung mga name nyo dyan, and then kukunin na natin yung ating kunin muna natin yung ating randomizer here. Ooh, ayun na. Sige, lagyan na natin yung mga names dito. Ang dami-daming entries. Sir Marky, please notice that. Ay, oo nga. So, Draft, I know, I see you, kaya lang, anong tawag dito? Tapos na tayo sa reading. But you can always join next Tuesday. Agahan natin next Tuesday so that we can participate. Okay? So, lalagay ko na yung lahat ng entries nyo. Ang daming entries. Ang daming entries ng mga month ng natin. Month ng November. Kasi ito lahat ng mga nag-participate last lahat ng nag-participate last November. What? Okay. Roxanne. Uy, si Roxy. Okay. Jeffrey. Sario. Paula. Uy, si Paula. Ayun na yung isang entry ni Paula. Carpio. Yan. So, key in your names here. Good evening. Ay, hello. Ay, Yushu. Siyempre si Ron. Siyempre naman. Dagdag natin yung kay Sharon. Good evening, Ron. Ayan, dagdag natin yung So, while I'm doing it here, lagay nyo lang yung mga entries nyo, yung mga pangalan nyo para makahabol at makasali pa kayo. Amor. I used to see Amor, ang daming entry. Amor. Darlene Angela. Oops. Darlene Angela Ilagan. So, while I'm doing it here, lagay nyo pa yung mga names nyo dyan, yung entries niyo para naman makasali pa kayo. Anthea Banluta. The last name literally, anong tawag dito, is familiar. I had an office mate na Banluta. Annalyn. Uy, so si Annalyn, tinan mo, ang dami mong entries. Annalyn, and then Pauline. Uy, si Vanelli. Okay. Lay. Lay. Janice. Okay. Uy, si Mary Rose. Alam mo, suki din lagi yan si Mary Rose Bacolod. Ang haba pala nito. Oh my gosh, ano pala ginawa ko kanina? Loretta Cardenio. Ay, si Lori! And kaya naman there's a fair reason why I need to end our session early. Siyempre, para mas maganda yung raffle natin, siyempre. Edmond Serrano. Yan. Yes, Kala. Hold on. Ina Asano. Okay. Uy, si Ron, no? May entry ka ulit, Ron. Yes, Kala, hold on. Maria Patricia. Uy! Maria. Okay, next ano na, ayun, si Rain Zafra. Yun ang mga entry ni Rain, no? Kita na. Yan. Rain. Uy. Si Paula, ang daming entry. Very good. Okay, next. Annalyn. Tin, masangka. Oy. Alam mo, itong si Tin kasi ang daming daming minamanifest niyan. Kaya, consistent. Tin, masangkay. Roxanne, Barce. Uy, si Amor uli, oh. Nako, Amor, ang ganda ng maganda-ganda ang chance natin for tonight, ha? Jeff Bernido. J-Jet. Okay. Cha. Siyempre naman, si Cha ang daming entry. Uy, Raino, your mom. Si Sarita. Meron siyang entry. Lovely. J-Jet. Okay. Uy, si Annalyn uli, oh. Alcala. Dami ng entries. Abby. Barnuevo. Napakadaming entries. So, napakaganda rin ng ano natin yun. Kaya kailangan damihan mo talaga yung prices, eh. Wait, Abby. Ay. Abby. Faith. Yan. Faith. Mary. Aba, ang mga Team Mega World, oh. Rain. O, tinan mo. Grabe yung Team Mega World nandito. Okay. Sino pa? Ivy. Next. John Pauline. Okay. Uy, si Cha uli, oh. Ang daming entries na nakikita. To be honest, I really want to try Vedic kaso I'm scared baka nakakatakot malaman. Alam mo, I get that, but I understand that the fear of the unknown is there, but the more you know, the lesser you will fear. And I'm telling you, all there is for us to be at peace with our life. The least thing you would want to happen is all your life hindi ka at peace. When you know what's meant for you when you do Vedic, at least you're gonna be at peace with it. Hindi mo sisisihin si God. Hindi mo sisisihin yung buhay mo. You're gonna be at peace. Sino na ba to? Teka lang, Jan Pauline. Siya, ayun, si Annalyn na naman, no? Ang daming entries. 10, masangkay. Uy, si Rain na naman. In fairness kay Rain, ang daming entry. Okay. Uy, si Paula na naman, no? Kala, hold on. Brian Alayon. Ay, Sushi Calabinch. Jeffrey Del Rosario. Oops. So again, while I'm doing this, I'm asking everybody to key in your names. May chance pa kayo to join our raffle. Calpe. Ay. Megsia. Mary Rose. Uy, si Amor uli, oh. Amor and Jillian Marie. Okay, so Faith. Ang dami kasi talagang entries this month, which is very good. Faith, Lovely Uson. Lovely Laura. Uy, si Laura! Ay, palaka. Laura Gary. Laura. Sarita, aba. Si Mommy ni Rain, may mga andaming entries. And then, Masangkay. Para makikitaan mo na kung sino yung mga pwedeng manalo talaga. But then again, sabi ko nga, Alcala. Marami tayong chances. We all have fair chances. Last two. Okay, Arian. Uy, si Arian, no? Theodore. Yes, Kala. Si Cha, ang daming entry. Present every week. Alma, magmanlak. Okay, Michelle Samya. Yes, Kala, hold on. Uy, si Rain uli, oh, ang daming entry. Rain, mukhang mag-pray na ng maigi dahil alam ko may minamanifest ka. Annalyn Alcala. I'm sure kinikilig kayo every time I mention your name. Dahil ito yung entries natin. Okay. Laura, Mary Rose, Bacolod. Okay. Monique. What's that? Tamporong. Okay, Marie Oy! Ang daming entries. Policarpio. Okay. Abigail Enriquez. Nandito din si Abigail. So, ang daming entries. Theodore Patena. Theodore. Cha. Rodrin. Daming entries ni Cha. Michelle Paro. Yes, Kala. Yes. What happened? Yes. Michelle Paro. Ay, palaka. Ikaw talaga. We will play later. Okay, magpaparaffle lang si Daddy. O, sige, go na. Sige, magpiplay tayo. Malapit na. Sorry na. Michelle Paro. Okay, Michelle Paro. Ayun na, si Rain Zafran. Rain, nakikilig ka na ba? Dahil ang dami mong entries. Rain. Then, ang daming consistent na sumasali. Oh, Annalyn. Here we go again. Annalyn. Raquel. Uy, si ano to Raquel. And then Jeffrey. Okay, eto na. Yung last day natin for today. I'm down to our session for today. Arian Estrada. Anne Therese. Tegulyo. Cha Rodrin, ayan na. Oh my gosh. Ivy Imperial. Yes, Kala, hold on. Abigail Enriquez. Amor Garcia. Rain Zap. Ayun na rin. In fairness. Ang daming entries. Ay. Okay. Annalyn Alcala. Na-excite ako. Paula Policarpio. And Sharon. No. Okay. So, ha 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 ha. Okay. Okay, so here we go. I'll give you few seconds to go. 10 more seconds to key in your names. Kung may gusto pang sumali, I'll have 10 more seconds para isali nyo yan. But here you go. As you can see, nako, ito napakadaming ano natin. Napakadaming entries natin for here. Again, we are here to give away 2 workshop passes for Crystal Work for Modern Living, 2 workshop passes for Eclectic Magic. I'll give 5 for emotional healing. And who knows, pwedeng dagdagan natin because napakadaming supporter niyo. Ihuli ko na yung emotional healing. Okay? Ihuli ko na yung emotional healing para ano. And then, oops, teka lang, naanohan tayo na ano. Kung medyo dumilim kasi naka-time yung ilaw namin here. Sorry na. Para may spotlight, may suspense. Okay. But, 2 winners for Reiki 1 and 1 winner for Vedic. Dagdagan natin yung sa emotional healing. This is gonna happen again. 11-11. This is gonna happen this weekend. Okay? So, okay. Meron na ba? Wala na bang hahabol? Wala na? Ay, sus. Okay, so here we go. Officially, we are now about to start our draw. Eto na. Okay, sige. So, ito muna yung 2 winners muna tayo ng Crystal Work for Modern Living. This is happening this Saturday. 2 winners. Eto na, tingnan natin sabay-sabay. Okay, so here we go. This is our first winner for Crystal Work for Modern Living. And our winner is, ayayish, naku. Oh my gosh. So our first winner is, uy, oh my gosh. Lovely Uson is our winner. This is our first winner. Lovely Uson. Okay, remove. And then we will have one more winner. And then, one more winner ng Crystal Work for Modern Living. Here we go. Okay, tingnan natin. Next winner, Crystal Work for Modern Living. We have... Aha! Tin Masangkay. Tin Masangkay. Okay, very good. Okay. Siyempre kapag nanalo na tayo, let's give chance for others. Okay? Kapag nanalo na tayo, let's give chance for others naman na. Okay? So, therefore, here are 2 winners for Eclectic Magic. Okay, here we go. Happening this Sunday. Our first winner, Eclectic Magic. Here we go. Oh, Ina Asano. Ina Asano. Congratulations, Ina. Okay, you are our winner for Eclectic Magic. Here is another winner, Eclectic Magic. Here we go. Tingnan natin dyan dito. Next winner is... Oh my, ay, nanalo na, nag-attend na siya dito eh. Nag-attend na siya, ay, nag-attend na nga ba? Oo, nag-attend na siya. So, let us, I'll give him a chance kung anong winner niya. But let's get another winner for for Eclectic Magic. Sige. But let's see, one more winner for Eclectic Magic. Kasi specifically, umattend na siya ng Eclectic Magic. So, let's see. One more winner for... Uy, si JJ! Uy, matutuwa to. Gamboa. Okay, very good. Okay. Next, here is our winner ng dalawang winners ng Reiki 1 classes. Okay, so 2 winners of Reiki 1. Here we go. 2 winners of Reiki 1. Oh my gosh! Of course. Maria, Patricia, Policarpio. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Nagbunga na ang ating effort. So here we go. Let's have another winner for Reiki 1. Okay, so here we go. Reiki 1, Reiki 1. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Jeffrey Del Rosario. Congratulations, Rosario. You know what? I'm feeling extra generous. How about another winner ng Reiki 1? Let's go. Sige. One more winner. I'm feeling extra generous, honestly. Sige. Another winner ng Reiki 1. Let's see. Let's see. Aba, in fairness, alam mo si Ten, laging talaga nananalo ng ano. But, she's already my student, so that means she can gift it again. And therefore, let's have another, I'm feeling extra generous. How about two more winners? Okay, sige. Two more winners ng Reiki 1. Sige, let's go. Oh, wow. Sige, let's see. Let's see another winner. Okay. Darlene Angela Ilagan. Darlene Angela Ilagan. Congratulations. Okay, you are another winner ng Reiki 1 class. Let's have one more winner for Reiki 1. Here we go. One more winner. Reiki 1. Here we go. Team Mega World represent. Michelle Samia Paro. Oh my gosh. Rain, sorry na. Pinindot ko lang. Okay, sige. Okay, here we go. So, therefore, let's have one winner for Vedic astrology. Here we go. One winner for Vedic astrology. Oh my gosh. Annalyn Alcala, congratulations. Congratulations, by the way, for the winner of Vedic astrology. Ang winner natin, kailangan natin, ay, napindot ko na, pero ito yung next winner, emotional healing. By the way, for Vedic astrology, you need to secure your exact time of birth. Without it, hindi natin siya makukuha. So hopefully, trusting na makuha mo yung exact time of birth mo. Ay, Cha, nanalo ka for first ng emotional healing, but you've already done this. So, I'm gonna give you a chance to gift emotional healing to a friend or a family member. Congratulations, Cha. So, 4 more winners ng ating emotional healing classes. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Marie Anthea Banluta. Alam mo, kaya pala nasabi ko yung pangalan niya kanina. In fairness sa kanya. Yan. Okay, 3 more winners of emotional healing class. Okay, here we go. I hope na-enjoy nyo ang mga raffle natin and we're really feeling extra generous dahil syempre, it's a season for giving, so why not? Diba? Faith Vito. And atinan na niya itong class na to, but I'm gonna give a chance so that you can gift this to your friend or family member. Another winner ng emotional healing class. Here we go. Emotional healing class. Okay. Oh my gosh, you manifested Ivy Imperial. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Na-manifest niya ng maigi. Look at that. Emotional healing, sabi niya earlier. And here you are. Congratulations. You won emotional healing workshop. This is gonna be this Sunday. Congratulations. Okay, one more winner. Emotional healing. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Rain, oh my gosh, it's your mom. Nanalo. Sarita Zafra, congratulations. Rain, I'm sorry na, pinindot ko lang. But you know what? I'm feeling extra generous. How about my 9 is my lucky number, honestly. Sige, I'll give away 4 more. Ano ba naman yun? Sige, 4 more winners of emotional healing classes, syempre. Sige, tignan na natin. Oh my gosh, sige. Todo na natin. More winners. Ang dami namang entries, by the way. Yan. Okay, we have Vanelli Santo. Okay, atinan na yata ito ni Vanelli, but here tignan natin. Okay, tingnan natin. Sige, hindi pa. So very good. Okay, naatinan na niya. So you can gift this. But sige, let's see. Now another winner. 3 more winners, by the way. 3 more winners. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's see. Paula, nanalo ka na kanina. I forgot to remove you. Sorry, let's remove that. But hold on. 3 more winners. Let's see. 3 more winners. Laura, nanalo na ba si Laura kanina? Not yet. Laura, Gary, here we go. Okay, congratulations. 2 more winners, emotional healing class. Okay, let's see. Emotional healing, here we go. Monique Tamporong, congratulations. Congratulations. And finally, 1 more winner for our emotional healing class. And this is again our December workshop. Who is our lucky last? Here we go. Oh my gosh, Mary Rose Bacolod. Ayan, okay. So these are our winners. Thank you so much again for congratulations primarily sa lahat ng mga winners natin. I'm going to make an announcement, but here are the winners just to do a run through. Yung winners natin for Crystal Work for Modern Living, we have Lovely Uson, we have Tin Masangkay. For emotional healing, we have a lot. We have Chat, which you can gift. Maria Anthea Banluta, Faith Vito, Ivy Imperial, Sarita Zafra, Vanelli Santos, Laura Gary, Monique Tamporong, and Mary Rose Bacolod. Congratulations. We have 3 winners. Actually 2 winners of Eclectic Magic. Ina Asano, J. Jet Gamboa. And then we have winners, Reiki 1, 6 winners. 6 yung nalagay ko dito. Kasi gift yung isa. 6. 6 winners of Reiki 1 classes. So we have Maria Patricia Policarpio, Jeffrey Del Rosario, Tin Masangkay, Darlene Angela Ilagan, Michelle Samia Paro, and Annalyn Alcala. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to all of our winners. And this is to give back with all the love and support that you're continuously giving. So stay tuned, of course. Sabi ko nga, lahat naman ng lahat ng mga raffles that you experience here, huwag kayong mag-alala if we are not so lucky for this month. Pwede pa tayong sumali next month because this is a regular thing that we're going to be doing. So join us every session, every month. Be consistent, be here, be present. Bring your friends and family because more chances of winning for everybody. But yun nga, congratulations sa lahat. We will see you this weekend. We will make an announcement then tomorrow sa Facebook page. Please watch out for the announcement. But for now, gabi na, patulog na tayong lahat. Congratulations sa lahat ng winners. Maraming salamat for staying. And again, please do not forget to watch our weekly tarot reading. Mas maganda yan para mas mag-guide tayo with our week. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza. Maraming pong salamat. And I'll see you this Thursday. Namaskaram, everybody. Congratulations ulit sa mga winners natin. Good night. Maraming salamat. Jeffrey, I saw you. Yes, nanalo ka. Oh my gosh, yes, nanalo ka. Okay, see you.